and welcome to a new video. My name is Anna. If you haven't been here before, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about sewing, weaving, knitting, and some books. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea and maybe a knitting project, and let's get started. Okay, so I have actually a lot to show you today, which feels very much weird because I'm working on so much for the book right now because the deadline is soon. But I have a lot of things to show you, which is very exciting. Okay, so let's dive into the things that I've actually finished. And the first one that I want to talk about is my jacket that I finished the other week, and it's glorious. I'm gonna film myself wearing it and put it in the shot here somewhere, because it's long and it's wide and it's you have to see it in its full glory. But yeah, so this is a wool coat that I made because I've had a wool coat for the last maybe 5 or 6 years that I've loved, and that has been in a knitted and felted fabric, which has been amazing. But it's tearing under the arms, and it's a bit too tight over the sleeves to wear something under. It is possible, but you know, it's a bit of a stretch. So I thought this year might be the year that I sew myself a new coat. And then this place where I buy my woolen fabrics, they had a sale for this kind of fabric that I wanted in my coat. So I just went for it. I just had to. And this is a felted fabric as well, but it is a different kind. It's repurposed wool. So I'm gonna link the fabric down below because I don't know actually. And it's a raglan coat. It's a raglan sleeve, and I have used a pattern for the top part, and then I just lengthened it and made it V-shaped instead. And I'm gonna link the pattern for the Raglan shirt as well down below. It was a really good pattern. So that is the coat, and the thing that I made different is it's a bit you know, I can close it, but I don't have any buttons. It's a bit long. It's a bit wider in the sleeves. And I also added some pockets, and I did some embroidery on it, and added this little patch that says guarantee pure wool, but it's like a saying here, hel ille, which is a saying. And then I added my own name in the back, and I embroidered my initials and year at the back of the neck. And I also added this collar, so it has a small collar which feels nice and, you know, a bit more worked on, but otherwise it's quite similar to the last one. It's full length, so not full length, but it you know, it goes down to my lower calf. And it's a bit shorter than my usual dresses, which is nice. I like to see the hem of the dress. But yeah, so I'm so in love with this coat, and I'm just looking forward to the cold weather even more now. That was the first thing I finished, and then I bought some fabric from a fabric store in Gothenburg, which is called Gårda Textil, and I found I'm always looking for a nice striped fabric, if I'm honest, and I found this, which was a rust and white striped fabric. This looks huge now. Let's see if I can. Yeah, and then I watched Höner och Hayeur, Caroline, who has that company. She wore a shirt. I think it was a white shirt with a drop shoulder, and then a sleeve, and like a half buttoned thing. And I got really inspired by that, and I thought maybe I can wear that model as well. So I I watched that in the morning, and then I just it was like a Saturday, so I watched that, and then I spent Hilma's naps. And when I didn't nurse, you know, the time in between when Robin can have her, I used that time to sew a dress in a day, and it looks like this. And I'm gonna insert a video here of this as well, but it's just a gathered skirt with some ties in the waist, and then half, you know, so it's nursing friendly, and then a drop shoulder, which is, I was really surprised by how well this fitted me. I haven't experienced that these kinds of dresses or this model suits me in the past, but now it's really nice, and I'm enjoying this dress so much. Enjoying to have a light dress. I usually wear black, but this was such a nice pop of color, so I just enjoyed this model so much. And I did for the sleeves and for the neck, I did like a bias tape, which I'm really enjoying. I haven't used that so much before, but now I really enjoy using that. So, and I thought it was nice with the stripes. So the stripes go one way, and the neckline and sleeve is one way, and then the button band is another way. So yeah, I'm really happy about that one. So happy that I actually made another one in a pure, that was a linen cotton blend, and this is a pure cotton, and I haven't finished this one because I haven't decided on which kind of button I want. But this is a brown, there's a beige and black, but it looks brown, I would say. So I made the same kind of opening, same kind of sleeve, you know, everything is the same, just in a different fabric and a different color. Yeah, but yeah, I'm eager to finish this one so I can wear it. Okay, so the last finished piece that I have with me today is my third Rota Cardigan. So this is very excitingly part of my online course that is releasing in September, and that is how to knit a cardigan, and we use the Rota Cardigan pattern as a base. And I have been knitting on this the whole summer, filming every step of the way, and it's finally finished, which is, it feels so good, and it's not picking up the color great in the camera, so I'm gonna pop in a picture here. But it's really nice. I really love to have another one of these in Rauma finull, because this is the Rauma finull. It's a golden color dyed on grey wool, which is amazing. And I'm just in love with, sorry, you don't jump into the, yeah, okay. So I'm just in love with this fabric and this color, and I'm really gonna enjoy wearing this underneath my new coat. I think it's gonna be great. So yeah, really lovely. And I'm very happy to have another one of these, because these are my most worn everyday cardigans. They are perfect for just having over a dress or a t-shirt or something, and it's a good layering piece as well. So it looks like this in the back. It's quite a long ribbing, which is nice, and the buttons are just wooden buttons that I got in my local fabric store. So very happy about that. And if you want to sign up to the waiting list or my newsletter regarding the course launch, you can just do that in the description down below. I will leave all the links over there. So because I have finished quite a lot of things recently, I don't have that many ongoing projects that I can show you, but I'm wrapping things up with the book. So hopefully the next podcast I can show you what I'm knitting on, like right now, and my plans for the future knits, which is very exciting. But I have one knit that I'm gonna show you here. And this is a knit for Hilma because she doesn't have a knitted hat. Just this doesn't look like that, but it is. So I'm gonna. The pattern is Pixi hat, I think, or Knop hat, but by Maria Carlander. Don't quote me on that. I think Carlander, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna add her below, her pattern down below. This is a really cute hat. It has like a diagonal stripe here, so you knit it flat and then you sew it together. And the one part of the hat is broken rib and the other one is garter stitch. So it's really pretty, really cute. It creates like a yeah, I don't know how you say it in English. I'm gonna post the pattern down below so you can see for yourself, but it's really cute. So the shape goes like this, and the face is here, and then you have a little, you add a I-cord to it. So you add an I-cord around the neck, and then you can tie it in the front. It's really cute. So yeah, I'm working on that, and this is 3-ply Swedish wool from Ullcentrum. It's brown finull. It's called. Oh, sorry, I have lipstick on my fingers, on my hand. Yeah, if I want to focus. Yeah. So this is really, really soft, and it's beautiful brown color, all natural brown color, and it's really nice to knit with. And I'm almost finished. I don't have that much left, so this will be finished soonish, I would say. I have a weaving project that I started yesterday, actually. I've been following Sara Valkyries for a long time, and she just announced that she's coming back to YouTube. She has had a bit of a break from her YouTube videos because of life, you know. But now she's coming back, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna leave her links down below. She has a lovely YouTube channel, and she has been weaving quite a lot recently and talking about it on Instagram and on her YouTube channel. And she just got me really excited to weave. And I thought that I have a new coat, maybe I want a new scarf with that. So I took some wool that I had in my stash, actually. So the warp is Rauma finull, my favorite yarn, I would say. And I haven't even started weaving on it, but I have warped it. I did that yesterday. I had Hilma in the shawl looking forward. So she just watched me go back and forth. She walked with me when I was walking. She was just hanging there and looking at what I was doing, and she was pleased for like 45 minutes, just before bedtime, which is really nice. So I warped that yesterday, and the weft is going to be my hand spun yarn, actually. So I did wind some on this weaving pin. Do you say that? Shuttle? I don't know. But yeah, so this is my hand spun yarn from Nutiden Fibers. And this is so precious. I don't know what to do with this yarn. I haven't known what to do with it, but now I feel like I just have to use it some way. And the scarves that I make and wear, I wear them every day. So I think it's a really good way to use the yarn that you have spun. You know, you want to use it a lot. So I'm making a scarf out of it. And it's kind of like the same color. It's gonna be beige, and I'm really looking forward to it because I think it's gonna be a beautiful beige shawl, because this has small specks of other colors in it as well. It's not just like beige through and through. It has like some warmer tones, it has some lighter tones, it has some rust, actually, some pinks. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's an old fiber. I don't know what maybe it was with a collection that was like att berika, att bära, att resa. I don't know. It was one of their first collections of this oh look at that, of this carded wool. So it must have been like 2 years, maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, I don't know. But it's beautiful. And this is a 2-ply that I have spun. And I'm just so much looking forward to use my handspun yarn. I'm so excited to start using them. I have a small stash here with my handspuns, and I have a lot of wool, carded wool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to weaving that, and it's gonna be quite a quick project, I would say, because weaving is so, you know, it's quite quick, and I weave it quite loose. So when I felt it isn't that you know, stiff and sturdy. It's a flowy fabric with some air in it. That is my ongoing projects that I can show you, I think. I have a few things that I know I want to make, and I know that I gonna make. And sewing wise, I have purchased this. This is the same kind of wool that I had in my first coat, and it's quite elastic, and it's beautiful. It's very soft, and this is going to be a overall for Hilma. But this is a beautiful woolen fabric that is rust colored, so she's gonna match me, of course, and Robin. And yeah, so it's really nice. I haven't found the pattern for the overalls that I want to sew yet, so if you have any suggestions, or maybe some suggestions, so please leave them down below. I just want like a hood and the option to close the overall over the hands and feet. So this is gonna be one of the sewing projects that I'm gonna do in the near future. It's not getting that cold yet. It is like 25, 26 degrees this week, but I think after this week it's gonna be cooling down a bit. I'm hoping as well. I'm hoping anyways. But yeah, and this is a fabric that I have in my stash that I want to use. So this is picking up a bit more bright than it is in real life. It's a viscose. Is it? Yeah, it's a viscose fabric that I never buy viscose, but I thought this color was so beautiful, so I just wanted to try it out, and I'm thinking I might do like a shirt dress or something with buttons down the front, like all the way, maybe quite similar to the ones that I made already, like a dropped sleeve and buttons down the front. That could be quite cute actually. But yeah, so I have 3 meters of this actually, so I can do quite a big skirt out of it, which is nice. So I think this is really nice, and I think it's gonna be nice to wear under like woolen sweaters this coming fall and winter. It has a really nice drape to it. So, but I hate sewing in viscose, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that was the sewing projects that I have in mind for right now, because I already taken care of so much of the sewing things, that, you know, the jacket and a new dress and everything that I needed. I have to sew myself a new pair of like pajama pants, because the ones that I used to wear all the time, they ripped. So yeah, so I have to make a new pair of those, but I don't know which kind of fabric I want. Maybe a flannel, that would be cozy. Yeah, I have to think about that. Maybe a striped one, that would be cool, or a checkered one actually. Yeah, I have to think about that. But I have some wools that I need to, or that I want to use. I actually thought about one more that I'm gonna grab from my cabinet. Okay, so we're gonna start with that one actually. So this combination I've been wanting to try out for a long time. This is Plötelopi and this is Einband. And I think these two together make such a lovely fabric. And I'm gonna post a picture here of a swatch that I made. And I'm thinking maybe cables in this one. It would be so lovely. I think both of them are in like the oat colorway. And I'm thinking maybe it's gonna wash me out, but I don't care because I love the color. And I ordered this summer, I think. Yeah, because I just got a craving for Icelandic wool. So yeah, this is gonna be something. I don't know what yet, but I'm thinking about a cardigan, maybe in cables. Let me know what you think about that. I have a thing for unspun now, I think, because all these yarns are unspun. This is actually a producer I haven't seen before, but she reached out to me and asked if she could send me some wool, and I was like, yes, please. And this is such a beautiful yarn. This is a thick unspun yarn that I'm gonna knit with one strand, I think. Or maybe 2 strands to create a lovely thick material. But this is, I'm gonna post the name and everything here and her contacts down below. It's a really beautiful German wool, and it's just so soft and squishy and very thick for being a pre-yarn. So I'm gonna make something out of this one. I'm thinking about like a plain sweater but maybe I think either a plain sweater, like a thin, really nice unspun basic sweater, or maybe some cables, or maybe some structure or something. It would be beautiful. Yeah, I have to swatch a bit more. I just made a swatch in one strand of this and 2 strands of this, just to see how the yarn behaved, and it's really dense. This is actually, I think this is 500 grams, and it's 2 cakes. So the cake is like the size of my head, bigger than my head. Yeah, this is really luscious. And the next 2 are, or the last 2 are Nutiden. So I bought this. Sorry, it's something else here. I bought this color, and this is a bit more peach than I would like, because it's so hard to tell on camera and in photos. But I swatched it together with a rust colored mohair, and that was actually really nice. And I'm loving this, the variations in the color and in the yarn. It's beautiful. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make something with this yarn, with 1 ply of this and one strand of this and 1 strand of a mohair. That is, I think this was the Isager rust colored mohair yarn, because I had some of that left at home. So this is, and the last yarn that I have with me that I want to make something out of is this. This was from the latest collection, so the August collection. And this is so nice. This is quite rustic for being Nutiden. This is called Dig. It's a natural brown, and it's so lovely. I don't think I have enough. I have 300 grams, and I don't think that will be enough to a double-stranded sweater. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need to make this 1 strand, and maybe I will make my first like 1 strand Nutiden project. I haven't made anything in 1 strand before, but I love this color. It's a deep brown color with a bit of lightness to it as well. So it's beautiful. Really rustic for being their yarn. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I just wanted to show you the swatch that I made that I'm really looking forward to. Like when I'm finished with all the book knits, I'm gonna cast this on right away, and I'm actually gonna make a Patreon video about it, but you have to see about why I'm gonna make that a video. So this is a swatch that I made out of Kampes 3-ply, and this is gonna be a sweater for Robin. And I'm so excited to knit for someone else than myself for the book. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to casting this on. This is gonna be like my replenish, my getting back to posting online. I don't know. Yeah. So that was all the projects that I have made, the things that I'm working on, and the things that I'm dreaming about right now. And I just wanted to finish off showing you some books that I have gotten lately, and the one that I'm reading right now. So the one that I'm reading is A Short History of the World According to Sheep by Sally Coulthard. And this is such a beautiful book. It's amazing. So I'm going to read on the back. From the plains of ancient Mesopotamia to the vast sheep farms of the modern-day Australia, sheep have been central to the human history. Since our Neolithic ancestors' first forays into sheep rearing nearly 11,000 years ago, these remarkable animals have fed us, clothed us, changed our diet and language, and financed the conquest of large swaths of the earth. Sally Coulthard weaves this fascinating story into a vivid and colorful tapestry of engaging anecdotes and extraordinary ovine facts, whose multiple strands celebrate just how pivotal these woolly animals are to almost every aspect of human society and culture. It's such a fascinating book, and I think that if you like wool and if you like sheep, read this book. It's really beautiful. So if you hear Hilma in the background, she's with Robin, so she's not crying for me. The next one is a bit more nerdy, I would say, and it's called The Valkyries Loom, the Archaeology of Cloth Production and the Female Power of the North Atlantic. This is amazing. I just started reading it, but I'm on page 3 and I already just had to process what's happening. So in The Valkyries Loom, Michéle Hayeur Smith examines Viking textiles as evidence of the little-known work of women in the Norse colonies that expanded from Scandinavia across the North Atlantic in the 9th century AD. This groundbreaking study is based on the author's systematic comparative analysis of the vast textile collections in Iceland, Greenland, Denmark, Scotland, and the Faroe Islands, and establishes the foundation for a gendered archaeology of the North Atlantic that has never been attempted before. So yeah, this is for the nerdy one that wants to, like, if you read the women's work book that I talked about by Elizabeth Whalen Barber and loved that book, I think this is the next step. For me, this is the next step. So I'm very much looking forward to diving into this one, but I have to finish a few different books first, like the previous one that I talked about. Okay, and the last one, actually, I think I ordered this by mistake, which is a weird way of saying it, but I was actually ordering something else, another book, and then this appeared as well, so I think it was like in my cart or something. And this is Braiding Sweetgrass, Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teachings of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. So it's a beautiful book. It's a really heavy book. It's like really heavy. But I saw this years ago on Goodreads and like clicked on want to read. And I've been wanting to buy it for a long time. And then I bought it, and then I started to I became a member on Morgan Long, her Patreon, and on her Patreon she has a book club, and they read this book for, I don't know, maybe a year ago or something, but it was really weird seeing that. It was a really weird coincidence. So this one says, as a botanist, Robin Wall Kimmerer has been trained to ask questions of nature with the tools of science. As a member of the citizen Potawatomi nation, she embraces the notion that plants and animals are our oldest teachers. In Braiding Sweetgrass, Kimmerer brings these lenses of knowledge together to show that the awakening of a wider ecological consciousness requires the acknowledgement and celebration of our reciprocal, reciprocal, I don't know, I'm gonna insert the word here because I don't know how to say that, relationship with the rest of the living world. For only when we can hear the languages of other beings are we capable of understanding the generosity of the earth and learning to give our own gifts in return. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a very beautiful book to read, and I heard a lot of great things about it. So some chapters that I see here are called, sorry, Robin's standing here with Hilma, and I think she wants to eat, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But a few chapters are called The Three Sisters, which is, I think, the Norns maybe. A Mother's Work, very soothing. A Maple Sugar Moon, Windigo Footprints. Yeah, it sounds like my cup of tea. So those are 3 books that I wanted to talk about with you today, because I have just, during the last year, I've just discovered that there are so many great books about textile production and textile history, and I just love that part of non-fiction. So these are on my radar right now. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because I need to feed Hilma. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!